There you guys go. Reverted back to stock. I unfortunately did not show you the output, but it's back at 800-ish. See, does it auto fire? All right, safety glasses check. Does it auto fire? It did. So, theories are out the window at this point. Guys, I need to mention something, sorry. And that is, during the filming of this video, I have not serviced this marker in any way. I haven't even put oil in this. And I recommend every time you use a bottle that you put a couple of drops into your ASA, or in my case, with this remote line setup, what I do is I disconnect my remote line and go blip, blip, and then just reconnect it. But you'll have to take my word for it. During this filming of this video, hey guys, you know me, I don't give up that easy. I've had some good suggestions. Some are obvious. I mean, I could run the remote line into the rear of the ASA like it was air is intentionally designed to go. And that's gonna be my last resort. I want to make this work. I like this line the way it is. I think it leaves this open for something else that I may or may not be working on. So I've brought the bottle back down to 800. And I'm just gonna try a couple of things, easy things that I can do without making a big, giant mess of this. So Charles was kind enough to send me, from Merciless Lead, he'll send me one of his little spacers. So the way this works is, hopefully you guys can see this here. You can see, so the way I do the bypass is, and I'm trying to get a better hold of this thing here. You can see the brass cap in there, the piston. I just thread the cap on top like that, and that piston actually bumps up against the bottom of this cap. So you can, when this is bumped up, it actually creates a little more airspace in there. So I'm just kind of experimenting with limiting that airspace, and if it has any effect on my choice of remote line here. So this is a plug from Merciless Lethal. Just drop it right on top. It's got a little hole in the bottom. It just fits right on the brass cap. And then you just gotta put your velocity cap back on. And I'll say it once, as I've said it many times, if you do the bypass, make sure your cap is not cross-threaded and it is square. If it doesn't seat down properly, heard stories of these popping off and, you know, getting you right in the hand right here. Never happened to me. The amount of these things rolling around, I've heard it from maybe one or two persons, and I still believe it was threaded incorrectly because that's the only reports I've ever had. So, yeah, let's just test it like this. See if that limiting that little airspace there does anything for my Autofire. So I only got a few rounds, I think, loaded in here after the little fiasco yesterday. Yeah. So for safety, I'm just gonna load a couple. No. Didn't make a lick of difference. So, on to the next one. Another suggestion. This time, these came from Facebook, and there were 2 people that actually suggested the same thing. One shortly after the other, and I found that kind of funny. So, I'm gonna give it a try. I have an adjustable regulator here. This is not the best feeling one. Apparently there's a better one out there. This is just an AliExpress one. And I have gone and swapped the original gauge on here, which was more like this gauge, which is very difficult to try and set an exact pressure. So I changed to this 1500 PSI dye gauge, so if I can dial it in a little better and see if that reg makes any difference in my Autofire. All right. So I'm gonna go, we'll do 800, because that's what the other one's running at too, so. Okay, I heard the bolt click. I just cracked this brass nut here. Just cracked it. And it's still climbing slowly. Looks like it's gonna stay at 6. We want more than 600 PSI. That would be 700. $800. These things are pretty handy. The issue I have with them is they're not quick on off. So, I mean, you saw I had to adjust the pressure. It'd be great if these things you could set a stop point so you could just crank them on and be done. I haven't opened it and looked inside or anything like that, so maybe there's a way around that. But let's see, Autofire or not. Where did I put my magazine? No Autofire. Too early to tell. I'm not gonna get excited this time, but well, I'll be damned. Let's chrono one of those. $290. Still says I'm at 800 on this guy. So that's the output pressure I'm operating at. My bottle still says just a tick under 3. Well, while I got you guys here, let's put some more rounds in there. Still running the Joe mod in the mag. Haven't had any F-ups yet, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now, like I said, I'm still gonna test Kev's method, and you know what? The beauty of this maybe is the best of both worlds, is I think running Kev's mod with the little spacer or the tubing on the bottom of this follower and flipping the spring, it's money in the bank. But I'm gonna continue testing it like this just to see, is it gonna malfunction or not? And I think we're gonna up the pressure in this guy here. 290 seems kind of low for 800, and that leads me to believe either this output isn't accurate and I'm actually sending less output pressure than what it states into the marker, and that's why it's not auto firing. Slower fill rate. I don't know. But let's see what we can do here. I'll wind this guy up. So it says we're at about 900 now. $314. See, that's right on par with what we were doing yesterday. 316, that's about a 900 PSI on a M17. 314. 312. 314. Solid consistency, guys. 316. Well, what can I say? Maybe I'm back to the regulator problem again. Oh boy, guys. This is where it can be very frustrating. I'm just gonna have to keep testing.